but the odds are not stacked against him. And the reason why I used the word immaculate before is because, Cari, Jesus was 33 when he died.
Yep. You want to know who else was?
Who?
Nipsey Hussle.
Oh, one more person.
One more?
Pimp C.
Pimp C.
Christ died at age 33, and so did Pimp C, and so did Nipsey. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for
man.
Rise and Grind podcast.
Hey, real talk, man. Nah, like that changed my life.
All right, I think that's enough for the moment. It's episode 230 of the Rise and Grind podcast. Your boy Roderick in the building.
Yes, sir, Jakari. We are here in the building.
It's Monday, another week.
Man.
What is it, the second, third week in April? Second?
Boy, going into the third.
Okay, yeah, the third. You're right.
Yep.
How you feeling? How was your weekend?
Great.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel great, man. How you feel?
I feel good. I'm not gonna lie.
Good. Yeah. But my weekend, man, so Friday after work, just kicked back, man. I really just been doing a lot of chilling. I ain't been really getting out too much, but I'm sorry. Let me really start from Thursday. I almost forgot. Thursday night, we were able to finally go to Hoppy's premiere of his docu-series, whatever you want to call it.
Documentary.
Cookbook announcement. So that was Thursday night, man. We were able to dress up. You know, everybody, the guys showed up. It was like a red carpet event.
It was more than just the guys. It was a nice event.
Damn, nigga, can I tell the story?
Oh, damn. Just trying to conversate with this nigga. Hey, fuck this nigga, man. Turn Cari mic off, man.
Well, it was more. Like, damn, can I get to it?
He said it like it was an OTF thing.
It was a great event. Of course, he brought the city out. Athletes, you name it, sponsors, you name it, family, you name it, friends, you name it. But it was a great night, man. We were able to see the documentary that was, worked on. We had told y'all months back, there was a part that we had went to do that we were a part of. So it was good to see that on the screen, to see the podcast on the screen, man. It was just a good night. I really enjoyed it. I had a great time.
Okay.
How you feel?
Oh, no, I was going to let you go into the rest of your weekend.
Well, I was just saying we could just start from Thursday. That way, just we was both together.
Yeah, it was a nice event. Everybody looked amazing. Everybody was Dapper Dan. It was a black tie event. Chef Hoppy was celebrating the release of his cookbook, along with, like Cari said, his documentary. It was powered by Evermore Water. It was powered by Arctic cooling products. It was a really, really, really nice event. There was champagne. Nice documentary. I had already seen the documentary prior, but I hadn't seen it all the way finished. It was great. I feel like I need like a like a supporting actor like nomination. Can I get nominated in like an Academy Award for that?
For a supporting role, yeah, of course.
Can we submit this to like IFC so we can at least go to the film festival? Yeah,
they give those out for a supporting actress.
I feel like
actor. My bad.
Was I in there enough for like a supporting role?
I will say for the parts that we were in there, you did speak the most.
Okay, cool. So like
you can get supporting actor.
Okay, so like you think that's enough for me to like turn into Mark Zuckerberg and I can get like a blue check without paying?
No, sir. Not at all.
Still $7.99, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck. What is it that they're paying on Instagram? $14.99?
14 or 12, I thought.
God damn.
One of them.
Clout costs.
Yeah, it's expensive. Definitely expensive to try to be somebody that you're not.
That's fucking crazy.
Book, man. But no, once again, that was Thursday night. Like I said, it was a great time. Shout out to Hoppy, bro. Shout out
Absolutely.
To the friends and everybody. But just once again, bro, we proud of you. It was cool to be that, to see you finally achieve your goals. That was something bro been working on for like 3-4 years. So it's just amazing to see that finally come to life and to be a part of it, to share that moment, with the family. It was a great night. I definitely enjoyed it.
I wanted to add in that they went out partying that night and we went home.
Yeah, man, definitely.
I was tired, man. I work a lot.
Same, man. It's a Thursday night, and was already out past my bedtime, you know. But,
no cap. Me
but
too.
It was, any time the family, of course, I'm going to step. So I'm glad we was able to hang. But yeah, the late night, the after party, I can't rock with you most of the time on a weekday. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I know it was going into Friday. I just, man, I still got to go to work that next day.
Yeah, but it looked like they had a great time, and I saw the videos, and the next morning everybody was rocking out.
Were they?
Yeah, it looked like they had a great time.
It's great.
Shout out to y'all. But so that was Thursday. Excuse me, like I said, that was Thursday. Shit. Moving on into Friday, man. I didn't do nothing after work. I really just been chilling. Saturday, same. I'm sorry, man. I was just relaxing, cleaning up the crib, man. I've been having to clean up like the whole house, just because I had finally finished, like, bro. So I've been telling y'all about the bathroom, bro. I did a whole like demolition, a whole demo of the bathroom, right? So
a complete renovation. It looked great.
So because I appreciate you, bro, but because of that, man, like the crib is so dusty. It's dust everywhere. I know you saw it, bro, at one point, but. So I'm having to clean up like everything. I'm doing like spring cleaning basically, bro. So that's what my weekend just consisted of: laundry, cleaning up the crib, bro, just chilling, relaxing, watching some playoffs, NBA basketball playoffs. Have you caught some games?
I have not caught any games yet.
Jeez, they only like on game one, but that's all I've been doing, man. So my weekend was just cool, relaxing. Had a great weekend though. How about yourself?
My weekend was really good myself. Friday. Well, yeah, we already discussed Thursday. Friday did a whole lot of nothing, chilling. Saturday, I'm trying to think if I did anything Saturday. No, I didn't do anything this entire weekend. I think I just stayed in the house, chilled. I ordered in food a lot. One lady pissed me the fuck off. I don't know what it is with Uber Eats. They've been pissing me off recently. This last lady over the weekend... Simple fast food order. That's why I really should have just gone to pick up my food, or I really should have just not been ordering fast food, and that's what I get for ordering fast food. I pay for my food. It's like $15. I put the extra $1 or $2, whatever it is, for the priority, and then it says it's gonna up my time by like 10 to 15 minutes. So now it's set to be here like 10 to 15 minutes. My driver was just staying in the same place. And you know how you can see where they are? She had already been through the drive-thru to pick my food up. She had parked. She was sitting there for like 20 minutes. To the point.
Just parked?
Yeah, just parked. So I sent the message on the app, and I was like, is there a delay with my food? The moment that I said that, the app changed from preparing food to headed on my way. Like, and then she changed. Oh yeah, we're gonna remove the entire tip. We're gonna remove the entire tip. The moment that she showed up, I didn't want anything to go wrong with my food. Yeah. So I waited until she was like on my porch delivering the food. We changed that tip to 0.
Damn.
You've never changed your tip mid-order?
That's shiesty.
I'm shiesty?
That's shiesty.
She's a Oh, I'm sorry, God. Oh my God.
Oh. Damn. She's a what?
No, you gotta. Oh man, no, bro. Get rid of that, man. Get rid of that,
Come
bro.
on, yo.
Oh no.
For real?
What I say about that lady? Who's that lady?
Who's that lady?
Sexy lady.
Who's that lady? Dude, stop.
Nigga, that's what Mr. Biggs did.
You're not Mr. Biggs.
If we want to think about it, like, name-wise.
What's your name?
Roderick.
Oh, okay.
Isley.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see the resemblance.
Yeah.
The similarities are there for sure.
Yeah, I'm Ronald Isley's son, Roderick.
Okay. Yeah.
He had me back in his grown and sexy era.
Okay.
He was like 67.
How old is he now?
90. Man, don't ask me no shit like that, bro. I don't know how to
you
fuck.
don't want to put an age on, buddy. Like, Did nobody care how old he was? Anyways, you
Ask me how my fucking parents are, man.
You had asked me a question about Uber Eats. No, I ain't never removed a tip like that. But I don't like Uber Eats too much. You know this.
Why? He's 81. But go on.
I looked up his age.
Yeah.
You were close. But I don't really like to Uber Eats too much. You know that.
Is it because you have a fear that somebody's gonna open up your food and eat it?
Absolutely. I don't like people transporting my food too much like that. Like for real. I'd rather just go pick it up myself, like on anything. Yeah, I don't really do it unless I have to. Don't get me wrong. I have used Uber Eats. I've had food delivered, but it's usually something simple like some chicken wings, some fries. But like even something as simple as pizza, bro. Even like before like Uber Eats, I would always just go get my pizza.
See, the thing is, and I think me and Hop said this on the pod once before. What I don't like about having food delivered, especially with a drink, is I got drive time on my food now. Like, unless y'all got one of those insulated bags that's gonna keep my food hot, which shout out to ones that do, y'all the good ones. I'm gonna have drive time on my food. And when I have drive time on my food and you drove 25 minutes to get to me or you drove 15 minutes to get to me, now we getting a little cold. I can't do 20 minutes drive time on the McDonald's. The fries are fucked at that point.
That's why you gotta go get it yourself.
Oh man, but
eat them fries on the way home.
Too lazy for that shit.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Like I said, I've used it before, but 9 times out of 10, if I could go pick it up myself, I'm gonna go pick it up.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Yep. You're a madman. Welcome to the digital age.
Yep.
Welcome to the new era, Cari. You don't have to do that anymore.
I know.
Cari still like walks and works out and shit. No, we got like AI.
right. What I need to work out for. We got AI.
Yeah, I'm down to be a fat fuck.
I could just, man, I could really get plastic surgery on my abs. Shout out to what's his name?
On your what?
My abs.
Oh, okay.
Chill out. What?
I was like, this nigga crazy.
Am I getting a BBL? What I sound like to you?
I was like, what is this nigga talking about right now? I was like,
crazy.
And what have you been talking to your doctor about?
Not that, I promise you.
That's crazy.
But now, what's his name? Bandman Kivo, is that his name?
Yeah. Kivo. I can't.
Whatever.
I don't know.
But he said he the first rapper to get plastic surgery on his abs. Niggas, you could get a 6-pack out here off surgery. So yeah.
No, I know. I just don't know if he's the first. Because if you can remember, back in like 2013, 14, the word on the road was, that was Drake.
That Drake did it?
It was with
I don't remember that.
Nah, Cari, that was flying crazy around.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Cari sucked.
Bro, that's 10 years ago.
I hate it. This nigga so OVO Dreamville is not even fucking funny.
There you go. You always try to add somebody new. Last episode it was Wale.
Yeah.
I was Jakari Florin. Like what are we talking about?
Cari for Lauren.
For Lauren, my bad. Now I'm OVO Dreamville.
Cari got a poster up in his room with some Wale shit called More About Cari. Weird ass boy.
The album about nothing.
Damn, I did forget you was Cari for Lauren, but right now you OVO Dreamville.
No, never that.
Who you signed to and who's the collab with right now? Are you signed to Dreamville or you signed to OVO?
I'm signed to Dreamville.
Oh, that's a nasty collab. My fault, man.
What's nasty about it? Me and Dreamville is not a good match?
Nobody on Dreamville matches good with OVO besides Drake and J. Cole.
And me.
Okay.
Jid don't sound good with Drake?
No.
Whatever, nigga.
He might sound good with Party Next Door.
Yeah, that may be far.
Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
But we can move on. Right before we get out of how our weekends were, mental health check. Where are you so far? This month.
Yeah. So sitting April, 3rd week of April, like you said, April 17th today. I'm at an 8. Man. Overall, I just feel great. Last month was just very demanding. I would say like I wasn't really just down, but it was just a demanding month. So that's why I wanted to approach April the way that I am approaching it. Like I mentioned before, like really just having my goals set in line, knowing what I want to accomplish, knowing like how we're going to get there, like having just everything lined out. So I feel great, man. I'm sitting at an 8. Where you at?
I'll probably say 7 because I was at 8 before. This entire month and maybe like the last couple of months, it's not that anything is going wrong. My head's very cloudy right now. And I can help it. I just been going so much. I was having a conversation with somebody just yesterday. I think it was yesterday that I was having the conversation. And I was saying, there's no day on the calendar that I don't wake up by an alarm. Like I'm waking up with purpose to do something every single day. And it's kind of tiring. You get to the point where you want a vacation, but with this shit that we're doing right now, we can't do any of that. Or at least not right now. Maybe later on, next few months. But I'm just kind of cloudy headed. I don't know how to fucking phrase that.
Yeah, no, clouded.
Yeah,
I know
but
what you mean.
I'm always focused. I'm always in a good mood. I'm always in a good head space. I just got a lot in my head right now, keeping me from being at 8, 9, 10. Shit is a lot.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. How are you sleeping? You sleeping good?
Fuck no. I sleep horribly. I wake up at about 6:30 and I'm at work by 7:15. I only work about 5 minutes from where I live. And when I get out, it's about 4:30. I come home at about 4:35, 4:40. I fall asleep on the couch. I wake up, it's 9 or 10 o'clock. Then at 9 or 10 o'clock, I do everything that the average person would do during the evening. I clean up the house. I shower, eat dinner, find dinner if I decide to go out and places are still open. And then
That's a long time, bro.
Yeah.
From when you falling asleep.
Yeah. And then maybe around 2 or 3 o'clock, I fall back asleep from 3 to 6 and wake back up, do that again. Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah. I was just asking because that may be something that can help you as far as like how clouded you saying that you feeling. Maybe if you can try to prioritize the sleep some more or like in a better fashion. It may help you with the cloudiness.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, but I felt like that as well before, like I said, moving into this month. Just, and this is not a bad thing, but I just feel like you could possibly agree with this as well. Like I put a lot of, I don't want to call it pressure, but like I expect a lot from myself. You know what I mean? Like, so I guess it's pressure. I put pressure on myself. I want to get things done. Like, I have a lot of responsibilities on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I can handle it. I can get things done. Like, I just don't like to make excuses for nothing pretty much. You know what I'm saying? If I don't have to. So I feel you, man. That's how I was like the previous months. Like, I had so much I wanted to do, but I was like, bro, like I'm clouded. And I felt like we wasn't getting nothing done as far as like what we're used to. Of course, we were still doing things, but it's like, man, we just wasn't going as hard as we could, you know? But I'm getting past that, bro. So everything's good.
No days off, man.
Everything's good, man.
No fucking days off. Do you have anything we wanted to get into? Ooh, I do. Actually, we both did.
What's up?
We talk and we brag on how we are products of the blog era. I almost called you Kanye. Why the fuck did I almost call you Kanye? Cari.
I mean, you know.
No, fuck that.
if I'm a goat, I'm a goat.
No, not a genius.
You know, if I'm
not
a genius, I'm a genius.
Nah, not a prodigy.
Hey, man, I appreciate it.
No, but we saw a post that said, what is the best mixtape from the blog era? Or what are some of the best mixtapes from the blog era?
Yes.
Like I said, we pride ourselves on being products of the blog era, living in and through the blog era. So this is where we should thrive, Cari, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
What are some of the best projects, mixtape wise from the blog era. I have some.
Okay.
Unless you want to go first.
Yeah, I mean, we could just go back and forth. I'll start. First one that just comes to mind instantly, I'm gonna say Wiz Khalifa, Cushion Orange Juice.
Absolutely.
Instantly, that just comes to my mind, number one. But what you thinking? What you got?
People really don't want to put that time period into it. No Ceilings is the blog era.
Yes.
No Ceilings. Lil Wayne.
Absolutely.
I also say Cushion Orange Juice, Wiz Khalifa, Cabin Fever, Wiz Khalifa, Mac Miller, Kids, Friday Night Lights, J. Cole. Did you have others?
Warm Up too. You can put the Warm Up in there.
Okay.
Definitely Meek Mill's Dream Chasers.
I have Dream Chasers 3 on here.
Yes, absolutely.
French Montana's Mac and Cheese series,
Man,
the Coke Boys series, More About Nothing, Wale.
Yep. Dom Kennedy, the Yellow Album.
That's on here as well, the Yellow Album. And No Ceilings. I said not No Ceilings. Sorry for the Wait.
Oh my goodness. How could I forget Sorry for the Wait?
I'm trying to think of other albums. I saw some people were talking about Rick Ross. You can't forget about Rick Ross's mixtape era. Yeah, I have Friday Night Lights, Kids, Cushion Orange Juice, and Cabin Fever, No Ceiling, Sorry for the Wait, Dream Chasers 3, French Montana, the Mac and Cheese series, Dom Kennedy, Yellow Album, Wale, More About Nothing. That's pretty much the rappers that were killing it back in that period of time. And damn, the new era will never know mixtapes. Like you can hear a rapper say they're dropping a mixtape, but nowadays because of digital streaming platforms, DSPs, I haven't said DSPs in a long time. There's no real difference between an album and a mixtape.
Right.
Back in the physical copy era or even the iTunes era, when there was a mixtape that was put out, it was put out on SoundCloud or it was put out on DatPiff where you didn't have to pay for it. All you had to do was download it. Whereas when your album was released, that went on iTunes. That was to pay for. It's just not even the same anymore. Like, can you think of the last mixtape that was good that somebody's dropped that you remember actually being considered a mixtape?
Chance the Rapper. Coloring Book.
Okay.
If we want to designate that as a mixtape. But no, it'll probably go back to
Chance
Uzi, maybe Thug, Slime Season.
Lil Yachty.
Yachty for sure. But I mean, since really like 2015, 2016, it ain't really been too many like so-called mixtapes.
When SoundCloud declined, which is when Apple Music and Spotify really started to take hold, that's when mixtape died. Or mixtapes died. Everything charged. When it wasn't free anymore, it's not really a mixtape.
Yeah, and then people really just got away from the original, like, origin of mixtapes. You know, back in like Wayne and just everybody in that first era, they were rapping on other people's beats. When it came to the DSPs, the streaming era, like niggas were making mixtapes, but it was really just a project, like an EP. They were going on like beats made specifically for them. Nobody was doing like remakes.
I mean, some people were doing original beats back in the day on their
on the mixtapes
too.
Okay.
Yeah. 50, Wale. Now, J. Cole, I know J. Cole did a lot of Kanye beats. Mac Miller, those are all original beats. We didn't mention Big Sean, Detroit, shit like that. But Lil Wayne, I know what you mean with Lil Wayne and J. Cole.
Yeah, you're right. Not everybody was like that.
But I do want to attribute the end of the mixtape era. Like I said, SoundCloud, you had Lil Uzi. I think Lil Uzi was like the last real GOAT of the SoundCloud era or of the mixtape era. Of course, you have Chance the Rapper, but I think Chance the Rapper popped and came a little bit before Uzi. Pause. But yeah, did you have more?
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to think if there were any more fucking rappers from the blog era.
No, I think we pretty much nailed the most popular ones there. I can't really think of too many.
I saw some people down in the comment section saying something about Tyler, but not only was Tyler not super duper popular yet in the blog era, I wasn't on him like that, so I can't really speak to which mixtapes of his might have been to critical acclaim back then. And with Mac, that's my favorite. I don't want to leave out Best Day Ever, Macadelic, shit like that. You know, shout out that boy. Rest in peace. Are you ready to move on to music?
Yeah, man.
All right. I think we only had one album we wanted to talk about, but we got a few we wanted to mention. But Shrimp Life or Shrimp for Life, the fourth installment of Shrimp Life for Rae Sremmurd. I hate having to say it over and over and over. Shrimp Life, Rae Sremmurd, Shrimp. But the album's been out for a week. It's got to sit with the people.
Yo.
Everybody's got a chance to listen to it, Cari.
Yeah.
Or have they?
I was about to say, have you played it back? You still playing it?
I play Something I'm Not back, and I think that's about it. But yes, if that counts, I still play it back. But the official numbers are in. Mm-hmm. They sold 18,000 in the first week.
Yeah.
Don't say it like that, Cari.
My bad.
Is that W or is that L? Look at me sounding like social media.
Is that W or is that L?
Is that W or is that L? Is that good or is that bad, Cari?
I mean, obviously this is gonna be bad for Rae Sremmurd, but I mean, nobody is selling today, man. Like, I see these numbers and I know, like, we want to critique it. We want to say, is it a dub? Is it a L? Do these niggas suck? Like,
yo,
you know what I mean?
Hey, nah. You didn't have to throw that in.
Nah, man, for real. I'm just saying this is what I be seeing, like, in the comments and things. But who really selling more than that? If you're not like one of the big people in the industry, you know what I mean? Like, what did we expect them to sell? Did we expect them to sell 50, 70?
We expected them to sell more than they sold on Shrimp Life 3.
Ooh, did we though?
57,000.
Did we really think they would sell more than 3 on this project?
They didn't have any hits on the last album.
I'm just asking, man. It's been so long since they even dropped that. What year did that come out?
20. Come on, bro. My fault. I think it's 2018.
2018, right? So if we're saying,
but that's Rae Sremmurd, man. They can sell 50,000.
Not in this climate. You see, you see how high inflation is.
The next time you see Walmart closing,
bro, you see gas. But nah, man. 18,000. Like, talk to me. Did you expect more?
I expected at least 30. Come on, Cari, because I know they might not have a buzz. And I know they might not be today's hottest, but that's Rae Sremmurd. And when their faces are seen on the new music slot on Apple, it's getting clicked on. I just didn't know it was going to come in that low. But when you start to think about it, are they really like full-length album type of guys? Which album of Rae Sremmurd's have you heard that was like, oh shit, they killed that whole album? I love every song.
I mean, never on none of them. But if I have to say one that they probably got the closest to,
Shrimp Life 2.
Probably 2 or 1. 1 is up there too as well. But I mean, like I said, man, I just think today, because you said on 3 they did 50, 57, whatever. And I just think today the climate, and I mentioned this before the album even dropped, like nobody's looking for that project. You know what I mean? So yeah, because of what they've done in the past, we would expect them to do 20, 30, 40. But to me, man, I don't even think they really care about the numbers. This is just, hey, they wanted to get this project out. If they disappointed, I don't think they should be. Nobody is selling in this rap game today, to me.
Nah, I'm looking back at Shrimp Life 2, Cari. This shit has so many hits on it. You got the Real Chill. My homie's the Real Deal. Smoking a kill.
Yeah.
Then you got Look Alive. Then you move on to Black Beatles. Then you move on to the Do Yoga. Swang.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
You skipped a few too.
Which ones did I skip? Now That I Know?
Now That I Know. Come on now.
Oh my gosh.
By chance.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. No, definitely. Like I said, either this one or the first one. The first one was pretty solid as well, where you could listen to it pretty much almost all the way through there.
Oh my gosh. I'm forgetting the tracks on the first one. Mm-hmm. Lit Like Bic, Unlock, The Swag, Unlock. No Flex Zone.
Yeah.
This Could Be Us. Come Get Her. Up Like Trump. Throw Some More. No Type.
Up Like Trump. Yeah, man.
They didn't know.
Different times, yo.
Up Like Trump. They didn't know yet.
Yeah. Different times.
Yeah. This came out in 15. January. Oh, he was running. They knew.
Yeah. They didn't know he was gonna win though.
Yeah. What they did?
They're the reason why he won. They're the reason why he got the black vote.
Oh my gosh. He reeled in the black vote off Rae Sremmurd.
Come on now. That's a sick narrative.
Man. Was it true like that before this they were like homeless? Did you hear that?
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Either they were homeless.
No, I don't know if I've heard that story.
Weren't.
No, I'm saying like maybe I've heard that and maybe I forgot.
Okay. Yeah. All right, but nevertheless, have you still been listening to the album?
Yeah. So just a few songs, like you said, not really all the way through. Just the songs that I like. Activate with Future. Something I'm not. I've been playing that too. And then Diamonds Dancing, man, that's really a new one that's growing on me. Track number 13 on that project. I really like that one, but yeah, just a few songs, not the entire thing.
Okay. Dang, you said it like it was a crime to like the whole album. No. Just a few songs.
Just a few songs.
Not the whole thing. Don't get me fucked up.
I ain't been playing it that much.
That's crazy, man.
As you can see, 18,000. Ain't nobody been playing it that much, like you said.
Damn, Cari.
I had to get that hate in.
Damn. I mean, he was hating too.
Yeah, I had to get that hate in.
All right.
My fault.
I'm ready to move on if you're ready to move on.
Let's move on.
All right. We can go into songs. After that, we got a couple of albums we want to just mention, talk about how they dropped.
Okay.
But in singles, first up, Post Malone. He dropped a new track called Chemical.
Yep. We mentioned this on the last episode. Remember, he had teased the video on Instagram in the studio, played us maybe like 30 seconds of it.
Right.
But the song, man, I don't really know yet. I think this is a song that I'll like once the album comes out. This is a placement song for me. Right now, I'm really just not enjoying it. It's very pop, very alternative. But I just don't really like it that much. It's not something that I feel like right now I'm going to play a lot, to be honest. Like, it sounds like a skip to me on the album.
It's funny how the Rise and Grind podcast works.
Yeah.
Because we had a complete disagreement this last pod or a couple pods ago about how you were going to feel about this and how you died for this to come out.
That's not what I said, but yeah.
Or you were dying for 12 karat toothache or some shit like that. I can't remember what we were saying.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
But I'm saying it's funny because I love this.
Really?
I love this track.
That's funny.
And
I don't really like it that much right now.
It was because you were like, oh, I can't wait for that to come out. Get the fuck out of here. He was not waiting on that 12 karat toothache to drop.
Whatever, nigga. I'm not finna argue with you.
You was waiting on 12 karat toothache to drop?
Yeah.
Like as soon as it came out, like that was the first thing you listened to that night?
Absolutely.
Are you sure, Cari?
I'm positive. Cap. Come on, yo.
All right. But nevertheless, let's get back to it. How do you feel about the song? You said you don't really like it?
Nah, I'm not really feeling it, but you say you are. Tell me why you like it.
We're in that alternative time. I think it's melodic. The same way we talked about how Lil Yachty was given that vibrato-ish sound in his voice. There's a whole lot of that going on in this track for Post Malone's voice. I think he sounds really good. This is something that when he plays at a live show, it's going to sound amazing. That's what I'm thinking about. Guitar in hand. He's on a bar stool, whether he's indoor, outdoor, preferably outdoor. This sounds amazing by Post Malone.
You think he's going to be losing his mind on stage again like he's been doing, like he's been showing?
Not to this song, and hopefully not. Hopefully he was just doing that. Everybody needs that peacock type of thing. So it's like, oh, shit, what's going on? Now we can feed you what's really going on. And hopefully that's what that was for Post Malone. But that's not the first time he's done that. And if that's his motive, or not motive, if that's his MO, he needs to stop that.
Scaring the people.
Now that I'm thinking about it, he has had some scares on the stage, and like immediately following was an album.
Oh, it's all a part of the rollout.
No, I don't roll it out with scaring us.
with death scares.
Come on now, like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't have anything more on it. I think it sounded good. Cari fucking hated it.
Jeez.
But let's move on. Kodak Black dropped a track called No Love for a Thug. No, I got that thug in love. That thug in yeah.
Shout out Gangstalicious.
Oh, that wasn't Kodak?
Nah.
Oh, I played Gangstalicious.
That was Gangstalicious.
My fault, y'all. But Kodak dropped a track called No Love for a Thug. I only heard this one time during pre-production. Cari, I think you've heard this more than once. Yeah?
Same. Just
okay.
Once or twice. Yeah.
I think it sounded all right. Something I can go back to and see if I would enjoy listening to a couple more times. But off first listen, it's not an automatic favorite.
I agree with you. It's all right.
It doesn't sound bad.
Yeah, it's cool. It's slow, very slower beat. And what I don't like, it's a part towards the end of the song where he switches up his flow and he auto-tunes his voice. I don't really like it. So maybe like 3/4 of the song is cool. I'll say that, but this is not a song I'm gonna play back, man. It's too much music.
Damn, he hating.
Yeah, I'm hating today. I'm hating on everything today.
What a nigga hating? Sue him he rooting on everything. I mean, or sue him he hating on everything.
Everything is black.
Period. No, fuck just black. Sue him he hating on everything.
Yeah, I'm hating today.
Black,
man.
white, blue, red, purple.
2:30. I'm hating.
Simpsons.
Yellow? Nah. Just you.
My fault.
Just you.
But yeah, I think the track was okay. I'll have to play it back again to see if it's something I'll add to my my downloaded music. But let's move on to the next one. NBA Youngboy. You know he's slated to drop this Friday. Am I right? He's dropping Friday?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but he dropped a single on last Friday or this past Friday. Take out the trash Friday. I realized I was rhyming. I was like, oh shit. I was like, let me get something going.
Nigga started snapping his face.
I'm here all week, Young Rari.
Yeah. Young who?
Oh, I was saying that to you. I was saying I'm here all week, Young Rari.
My fault.
NBA Youngboy. The track is called Rear View, featuring Mariah the Scientist. How have I not? We played this, but how did I not hear Mariah the Scientist?
Because it's not listed. Her feature is not listed. She just on the song. They dropped a music video as well over the weekend. That's why I was able to see that. But
no, I'm saying we played this in pre-production, and I did not hear her voice stand out. I love Mariah the Scientist, and had I known that I was listening to her, I would have been listening for her. But even in playing the track, maybe we were doing some talking in between, but I didn't hear Mariah the Scientist.
Yeah, she sounds good, of course.
Of course she does.
On the song.
She looked good too.
Of course. But this is another song, man. I just didn't care for too much. I'm really hating on this episode. It's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you giving up all hate. That's crazy.
Really hating. Yeah, this song.
I love it. We love to see it. We love to see that hate.
It was okay. Not something that I'm gonna once again play back. His album is coming out this Friday. Like we said, it's gonna be called "Don't Try This at Home." It's going to have 33 songs.
Are you hating on the number of songs too?
I'm hating on the number of songs.
Oh yes, sir. That boy's giving up more hate. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's giving up an immaculate amount of hate.
Oh man, hating all day long, man. I can't take it. Of course, I'm gonna play it once all the way through, but I just know, man. Like 33. like the odds are stacked against you as far as when it come to me. I'm not gonna like 33 songs from you at once. I just know I'm not.
But the odds are not stacked against him. And the reason why I used the word immaculate before is because Cari, Jesus was 33 when he died.
Yep. You wanna know who else was?
Who?
Nipsey Hussle.
Oh, one more person.
One more.
Pimp C.
Pimp C.
Christ died at age 33, and so did Pimp C, and so did Nipsey. Thank y'all.
Oh, shit, bro.
Yeah, thank y'all for
man.
Rise and Grind podcast.
Hey, real talk, man. Nah, like that shit changed my life.
Yeah, shit. But that shit warmed my heart getting the applause from the crowd.
Facts.
Did they not know we had a live audience?
No, of course not.
Shout out to the live audience. Make some noise one more time.
Appreciate y'all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now shut the fuck up. Them niggas need to be quiet, bro.
Okay.
Do we have more tracks to talk about?
Shit. One more track, man. So this is probably the biggest one that got talked about over the weekend. Ice Spice has a song. It was called Princess Diana. She was able to get Nicki Minaj to jump on the remix. That song came out on Friday.
City Girls mad as fuck.
Man, everybody's mad. All of the women are mad. But we heard this song in pre-production as well one time. How are you feeling about it?
I actually like it.
Really?
It's gonna be a big song. It's gonna be a Billboard hit. This might be Ice Spice's biggest charting song. It's one of those things that I literally have gotten on Twitter and I've seen the Barbs banding together to put this on the chart.
Yep, me too.
It was called like hashtag break
the net,
break her website or break
her website or something.
Break the site, break the internet, some shit like that.
I saw that.
It's one of those things.
Barbs, man. Barbs are different. Y'all crazy.
That is the sector of rap that Justin Bieber wishes he had on pop. Like they're willing to go to sleep with that shit with the volume real low.
Absolutely.
All night. If Nicki were to come out to the Barbs and be like, hey, play this song, but just put it on real low while you sleep, play it all night. She could literally say, no, like it's gonna hypnotize you guys. The Barb's gonna do that shit.
They don't care.
Yeah, we gonna do it.
They don't care at all, man.
You see how I just slid that right in there?
You always throw it in and I almost skip over it.
My fault, bro.
Let me ask you though, Mr. Barb himself. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about Nicki's verse on this song?
Not good.
Really? Not good?
Great flow. Always a great rapper. But maybe it's just because I know Nicki's amazing capabilities that she puts that commercial track out and dumbs down her fucking lyrics. Like, has anybody ever grown up with the one kid that you know was really smart, but he dumbed himself down and hung out with all the stupid fucking kids? Yeah. So his smarts never really popped out. That's what she does with all these other female rappers. They're not as good as her, so every time she hops on a feature, she just dumbs her shit down for their bullshit.
Yeah, and I think Nicki, to me, man, Nicki just, I don't think she really be wanting to do these things. It's just become the thing to do, so she does it. You know what I mean? Like, because we got the Glorilla and the Cardi B collab. Who else am I missing, bro? She's collab with somebody else, right? But to me,
Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Cardi. Okay.
I also think that she just wants to further her own career. It's not about fucking with these other female artists. Nicki still has a higher place in rap that she wants to achieve. Mm-hmm. And she's willing to do anything to get there. 6ix9ine versus Kanye versus well, whatever she needs to do to step up to a higher pedestal, she's going to do it.
I agree. So just to my point as well, like she kind of rides the wave a little bit. Whatever is hot at that point in time, if it can help her career, not too really much like further the other artists as much. If it's gonna help her more, she's probably gonna do that. And that's how I feel with this Ice Spice track. I know they're both from New York and all that. I get all the connection there, but I think this is like, because we know the beef that's there with Nicki and her fans, Cardi, Meg, whoever else, like the industry, we've already seen this done from the industry, right? So Nicki felt like it was time for her to do it with the next up and coming artist from New York. Like I just feel
Nicki's on some let me get
like
to her
that.
first shit.
Yeah, I get that energy sometimes, man. And just to go with what you said, that's probably why she don't really give her A game on these verses, because I don't think she really want to do it in the first place.
No, she doesn't. She wants to do us hot. I love Nicki, but
Right.
Nicki's going to go where the shit is hot. A lot of the older rappers that are trying to get their buzz again are going to go where it's hot. Kanye West dropped that fucking song with Lil Pump. Did it go number one? Yes. Should that shit have ever come out? Fuck no.
We're in a bad place. We're in a bad place.
Does this mean we're in a bad place right now? The Ice Spice Nicki Minaj?
I can't really say right now. I don't know. I don't think we're in a bad place. I think we're in a place of where we're adjusting.
I don't know. We might be in a bad place, Cari.
We may, but I can't say it right now. You know what I'm saying? Like even, and it's the same thing in the 2016, 17, 18. We didn't know we were in some bad times.
I got to lock this in for Cari that we're in bad times. Glorilla was who we said for 2022. So far in the year 2023, Cari, who is the best and most, or not, let me not say best, who is the most popular female rapper in the game?
This year so far?
Yeah. We're in a bad place. Go ahead and say it, Cari. We're in a bad place.
Ice Spice?
We're in a bad place.
Glorilla really still up there too, though. But no.
She not bigger than Ice Spice right now. Like, we have a heat check. Ice Spice is the biggest fucking female rapper in the game right now.
That's crazy.
Done it, punning us, singing this, funning us, thinking about shit that I shouldn't know. And that shit in it, bunning it, gunning it, gunning it, dinning it, booted it, booted it. That shit be hitting sometimes, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, that bar, what is it? How can I lose when I'm already chose? Like, is that what it is? How can I?
No, is that on Plankton? Is that on Bikini Bottom?
I don't know what song, but that's the one everybody be riding to. How can I lose when I'm already chose? I think that's what she say.
I don't know, nigga.
Nigga, I'm not asking.
Who are you asking then?
The crowd, the live audience.
They don't know nothing. They can't do nothing but clap,
All
Cari.
they doing is clapping. Nigga,
At least-
I need answers.
At least they support us.
Shit.
Ask them a question.
Nah, man. They act like they can't hear me.
Y'all love us?
They act like they can't hear me, man.
They fuck with us, man.
Yeah, bro.
I know them niggas fuck with us. Well, we can go ahead and move on from where we were at. Do we have more songs to talk about?
No songs. Yeah, we say you just want to mention a few projects, right?
Yeah, out of nowhere, because not only did it receive no promotion, I didn't know it all. Young Blue dropped a new album, Love Scars 2.
Dropped a new album and picked up that Young. He's no longer going by Blue, just Blue, right?
He used to go by Young Blue. Then he took the Blue, he took the Young off and said he was just going by Blue. Yeah. He added the Young back again.
He's back to just Young Blue now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Young Blue, Young Blue, Young Blue.
Yeah, but so the project that came out, Love Scars 2, is the follow-up to obviously the first one, which came out, I believe, in 2018, if you can get that for me. But I've heard this all the way through, man. I'm not gonna lie, it sounds pretty good. Blue, been a fan since the jump, so I'm always gonna listen to his projects. But this one, it's a nice listen. Only 15 songs, and he keeps it very consistent, man. A lot of just love, pain, you know, the type of music that Blue makes. But the beat selection was very good, heavy on the R&B. A very nice listen, man. I recommend like checking out this project. I know you haven't heard it fully yet. We played a few songs in pre-production, but I think you're gonna really enjoy this.
And this dropped, the first Love Scars dropped in 2020. I think the ones that you were talking about might have been the Blue Vandross tapes. Those are the ones that really put us on to Blue. But Love Scars, the 5 Stages of Emotions, that dropped 2020. Of course, this is the follow-up to that. Like Cari said, I only heard it one time around in pre-production. You had some time to actually sit with it. These tracks sound good. Some of them sound very Young Bluish, you know? So like I've heard them before. But at the same time, I've got some tracks on there that sound like they have amazing beats, amazing melodies, amazing lyrics. That Chris Brown track caught me from second one. I need to play that back because that shit sounded amazing. And I don't think we heard the entire album, did we?
Not in pre-production.
Yeah, so I need to go back and I need to play that. But it sounds good so far. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I never have anything bad to say about Young Blue. That nigga be on his shit.
Yep.
Are you ready to move on? NLE Choppa, he dropped his follow-up album. His I think his biggest album type shit was Cottonwood. He's dropped Cottonwood 2. I haven't heard that yet. I didn't even hear it during pre-production. I've heard no tracks. Have you heard that, Corey?
Nah, I haven't.
All right. I need to tap into that. His buzz is back. Have you realized that?
Nah, I really haven't been paying attention to Chopper too much, to be honest with you.
Oh my goodness, Corey. Like he's back.
What he been doing?
He's in the limelight all over the place. The thugging with him around, the pussy pink, a booty hole brown. Like, have you not seen him? He was on the beach walking her like a dog with the girl. You know who Sukiana is?
Yeah.
He had like both of them like on leashes, walking them like dogs. He got a new shorty he fucking with from the show with Krishan and them.
Okay.
He's just been hella interviewee right now, hella in the media right now. So this album makes sense.
Okay.
He's still independent or Empire, I think. So he didn't receive mass promotion for this. I wish he had, but check this out.
Is he no longer on the Herbalife movement, the plant life movement?
What I will say is
NLE Chakra movement.
NLE Choppa was young. So when he started going through all of that, it seemed like one of those 18, 19-year-old phases to where as you grow up to 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, it's something that not only you don't have to be fully submerged and immersed in that life, but you can take everything that you've learned and apply it to how you live today. So I'm sure a lot of that is still within him, his plans to do those types of things, herbal-wise and health-wise with businesses, the natural BBL.
That's what it was.
I'm sure he can still have all of those plans and go back to rapping, shit like that.
Yeah, and I honestly be forgetting how young some of these guys are. Like, I just checked his age. He is 20 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, they've been famous for so long. He already got like 5 years under his belt. He only 20.
That's what I was saying because I don't know if y'all remember. It was 2019 when I think Shot of Flow came out. And I don't even think he had turned 17 yet. He was 16.
He was still like in high school.
Yeah, he was like 16.
That's crazy.
And we was
so crazy. Yo.
I said that because that was back in our era where we were still kind of partying. We were kind of coming down from it. But I can't remember who it was out of the group that I said it to. And I was like, yo, there are niggas in the building right now that will put their guns up right now to this song. This nigga's 16. Like, and niggas is raising they blicks to this track. Like, niggas is throwing up gang banging signs. Like, 16.
Yeah.
Shout out Choppa.
Yeah, that's lit. That's lit.
Oh, that nigga was going crazy. 2019 was a wild year for NLE Choppa. He was going crazy. He was on top. Not like he's not now. But let's move on. Jay-Z dropped a new track. Or did he, Cari?
Or did he?
I was kind of confused. You were more confused than I was when you saw this new Jay-Z track. It was called New York, but in parentheses or quotations, or it's parentheses, it says, Concept de Paris. If you look at it in good old regular English, it looks like Concept de Paris, but you can't say it like that.
You gotta put the accent.
Yeah, man, you gotta be French. Concept de Paris. croissant. Yeah, I told Cari we need to like croissants or some shit with us right now.
Nasty.
But New York Concept de Paris is just a rendition of his verse from New York with, or what was it called? Not State of New York.
Empire State of Mind.
Empire State of Mind with Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
So we didn't even really finish it. It's the same verse from 15 years ago, just new beat.
Yeah, because he had the concert. Remember, that was Friday.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they probably performed that at the concert or something, or a little performance, whatever it was. But yeah, no new music from Jay-Z just yet. We'll see.
Hopefully, hopefully by the end of the year we get something from Jay-Z. But I think that was it for music. We can go ahead and roll on into the news. Coachella's been going on over the past weekend, Cari.
Yep.
Is this the first time that Coachella has 2 different weekends? Because I don't know if I remember Coachella doing multiple weekends of their festival.
I think so. I think they have before, to be honest.
Same headliner, multiple weekends?
Yeah. I think they've done that.
I do not remember that shit ever happening.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, it's going on right now.
Yep.
Yesterday seemed like more of a pop alternative day. I saw Blackpink was headlining or something like that. I don't know anybody else that was there. But from Friday night, I saw 21 Savage's performance posted in clips online. It seemed like a hell of a time at Coachella.
Yeah. So 21, he was a part of, it was actually Metro Boomin's show, and Metro Boomin brought out multiple people, so I'll name them. He brought out Future, Weekend, 21 Savage, Don Toliver, Diddy, John Legend, and he had Mike Dean playing the keys.
Shit.
You're right. This nigga brought an all-star lineup. But yeah, that performance was crazy. They performed a song, whatever, I forget the name of the song, but it's a song that Future, The Weeknd, and Metro Boomin they got together. I think it's something off the new album, but they rocked it, bro. From what I saw, that performance was amazing.
And just to give you guys some of the big names from Friday night, you had Burna Boy, you had Kaytranada, Becky G, Metro Boomin, like we were just talking about. You had Pusha T, Toby and Nigwe. Who else was on there that I'm missing? There were a lot of people, but to round it off, your headliner, Bad Bunny. Friday night was crazy.
Man, that was sheesh.
You move on to Saturday, like I said, you had Blackpink, but outside of that, Rosalia, Suicide Boys, Kid Laroi. This was more of the pop day, if you can tell by the names. Now, Flo Milli, Kenny Beats, they performed, but this was really more on the pop side. And then you get to Sunday, which, like you guys know, we record on Sundays. So this is going on right now. You had today's A Boogie, Dominic Fike, J. Paul, Glorilla was performing. And yeah, Rae Sremmurd. There were a lot of people performing today. But to round it off, none other than Frank Ocean.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it's bittersweet because it's the first time he's performed in 6 years.
Yes.
The bitter part about it is Amazon, no, not Amazon, my apologies. YouTube has been streaming the entire Coachella performance, but they will not be streaming Frank Ocean's.
Why is that, man? This had to be done on purpose.
Absolutely. Come on now. And this probably had to be done at Frank Ocean's request.
Yeah, but it's like, why? Are you performing new music? That's got to be the thing, huh? You don't want this new music getting out?
No way. No way.
Why else would they cancel this is the biggest show. You know what I mean? You're headlining on the last night, and on top of that, like you mentioned, it's Frank Ocean. We haven't seen you in 6 years. Everybody wants to see that. Why would you not forecast that to the world?
I honestly cannot think of the exact reason why, or of an exact reason why. But
Frank do everything so weird, man. I would hate to be, and this is why I'm not a huge Frank fan. I don't know how y'all are huge Frank Ocean fans. Like the disappointment and the letdowns is just enough for me.
Well, the thing about it for me, it's not even really whole disappointments or letdowns. When people were waiting on Frank Ocean's albums, it's not like Kanye West where he was putting shit out and just not delivering. Frank Ocean was never putting dates on that shit. The fans would just come up with fake dates, and then everybody would rile themselves up around that, and nothing would happen. When Frank said something was dropping, some shit dropped. He would always have his website, his blonde website, where there'd be a countdown of shit if he was going to drop something. But the reason why I stick around with Frank is because I respect the original format of releasing albums like a Tina Marie or a Michael Jackson or a Prince or a Stevie Wonder, where you make an incredible piece of work like Channel Orange in 2011 or 12, and you just go the fuck away for 4 or 5 years and you work on your next piece of work, or you go be a person and you live your life and you take real deal life experiences over those years, gather them together and make another great piece of work, 2016 Blonde. And then you go on for however long you feel like you need to until you make your next piece of work. Thriller dropped in what, 83, 84, or I think it was 83. Bad didn't drop until 87 or 88. Dangerous didn't come out until 92. Like, the greats take time on their shit. And every single piece of work that's come out of Frank Ocean has been critically acclaimed. No, I hate that one. Sorry. I hate that one. I'm really proud of y'all niggas right now.
Yeah, man.
Shout out. Y'all can tell that's like my favorite singer. Frank is like my favorite singer. Outside of Usher, of course. But this is just weekend one. They'll be back next weekend. And maybe that's what they're waiting on. And he's like, yo, y'all not getting my live performance. And I'm going to do it again next week.
Maybe.
But for us that don't have tickets to Coachella, we might be shit out of luck. We might just have to see those phones.
Yeah. Or get you some tickets next time.
No. Coachella has lost its luster.
All these festivals, bro, really.
I don't think Rolling Loud has. I think Rolling Loud is the new Coachella.
You could say that, but also it's the fans, man. The fans, it really just depends on how the fans are. And right now the fans are really with that rowdy, mosh pit, dancey, little Uzi, I just want to rock. So that's why, like you said, Rolling Loud brings that. Coachella maybe don't bring that fully because you have such a huge mix of everything. You know what I mean? And you have somebody like Frank Ocean being the headliner. Like on Rolling Loud, you're going to have like Uzi headline. You're going to have, you know, people like 21 Savage, whoever it may be. So it's a different vibe. But I would say I agree. Like with these newer festivals or like Rolling Loud specifically, like they're taking over. That's the new thing. That's the new thing with the fans today.
Festivals?
Those, yeah, festivals, but like Rolling Loud specifically being like the number one. You said it's the new Coachella.
It is for sure. Lollapalooza has been around forever, but that shit has never lost steam. Like, Lollapalooza is amazing. Governor's Ball, I could keep going on, but we're going to keep going on. All right, Cari, the YSL Rico case is still ongoing. We've been trying our best to stay away from it because, like the Meg Tory thing, we want to wait till all the verdict stuff is out to finally start making comments. We've talked about it too much for us to just say something about it every single week. But this piece of news just kind of needed some commenting. So several attorneys and public defenders in the high-profile case of the alleged criminal street gang YSL and rapper Young Thug say if they're not paid more, they may quit the trial. Their jury selection began in January, and the trial has still not been seated. Some people have spoke to the court-appointed defense attorneys, which are called what did I just call them earlier? Public defenders. I'm sorry. Court-appointed defense attorneys are public defenders who are demanding that the state-funded group that's paying them to represent their clients get them more money. They even went as far to say that they could make more money being cashiers at Chick-fil-A than representing these niggas.
Yeah, you know, they in Atlanta. That's the headquarters. Of course, they probably getting paid way more than minimum wage.
Oh, yeah. They're going to go to the, what is it, the old midget house? What is it, Old Dwarfs?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to the Old Dwarf house? Mm-mm. Man, I need to go down there. They got like waffles and shit.
They got waffles.
Real shit. They got waffles and they serve breakfast like all day. What kind of fucking Chick-fil-A serves breakfast all day?
Yeah, that's crazy.
They probably still ain't open on Sunday. Nevertheless, I'm sorry, we're getting off track. First, I know some people aren't as important as others, and I know that YSL's been locked up for more than a year now, and maybe some money is starting to dry up. Why did these niggas have public defenders?
YSL?
Yeah.
Thug ain't got no public defender, do we?
No. I wouldn't say Thug. Not Thug. Thug probably has. That's what I mean. Like some of the ones that maybe don't have the highest profile, like a Thug.
Shit, maybe it's everybody for themselves right now, man. You know, we still don't know what's to come with all the plea deals and why they were taken, or who's to say. We still don't know.
We know why they were taken.
I mean, yeah, for them niggas specifically, for them to get out.
Absolutely.
But I'm saying, like, as far as everybody else, that's what I mean. Maybe it is everyone for themselves in there. And so that's why you have, like, the people that are lower on the totem pole having to take public defenders because they can't afford or don't have access to the other lawyers like Thug may.
That's wild. Never mind.
Hey, man, these niggas got blindsided. You know? Even though that case, they had been sitting on it and niggas probably should have known, like, maybe one day this will hit the fence, maybe not, but they were blindsided, bro. They had no time to prepare for this, so you gotta just put all your eggs in one basket with Thug, to a sense. Because it's like, shit, it's all banking on him. You know what I mean? If Thug is free, Thug get out, everybody's gonna be okay. But if Thug go down, everybody going down with him. That's just how it is.
The thing about it is, had this not been a Rico, everything could have stood on Gunna. Like, had Thug went in and everybody else was still out, Gunna would have been just fine to head up YSL. Like, he could have held it down until Thug got home. It's like, hey, nigga, we not listening to you. Get the fuck out of here. And we still are yet to know what Young Thug has said or thought about
Gunna. That's what I'm saying.
Because my thing is, if they are and were as close as they showed, we would have heard some sort of communication, or even if they can't communicate with each other because it's an ongoing case, we would have gotten some sort of indication from Gunna that he's spoken to him.
Who's to say, man? We did get one. They gonna have it. Remember, they were on the Zoom talking. You remember that?
That was before the snitching.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Maybe he told him to snitch.
We ain't heard a word since. Y'all keep bringing that up.
Man, no, I don't want to do it.
Maybe he told him to snitch.
I'm just talking shit. I don't really care, to be honest.
I don't think he told him to snitch.
I don't care, man.
What is a snitch to you? No, I'm just playing. Niggas love getting into that one.
All right. But nah, man, those workers, if you're not making more than Chick-fil-A cashier, you definitely need to think about another career.
Absolutely.
Because that's unfortunate. You would think somebody like this, such a high-profile case, you know, that they would be able to at least be afforded to a higher salary. But I honestly don't know how those things work anyways. Like, as a public defender, how much do you make on a regular? You know what I'm saying? They were saying,
I have no idea.
You know, they were saying only $15,000, but I'm like, how much do you
$15,000 or what?
Just for that case, period, I guess. Like, I don't know how that worked, but who knows?
Then what is she talking about? She can make more money at
Maybe
Chick-fil-A.
it wasn't. Yeah, maybe it wasn't that. Maybe that's just what they get paid for.
If you get $15,000 a case, and I'm not gonna lie, I do want to see how much they're getting paid, because say it was like $1,000 or $2,000. I'm gonna need more for working this YSL case. I don't care if I am a public defender. This is one of the biggest cases in hip hop history. Nah, this is a very high profile case. If they're saying they can get paid more working at Chick-fil-A, they need a little bit more money. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what range this is based off of. This must be a supervisor at Chick-fil-A. This must be the owner of Chick-fil-A that they're comparing this shit to, because nobody with a law degree is pulling in the same amount of money working as a lawyer than a Chick-fil-A cashier. It's just, let me not speak for never, because that bitch obviously is.
The math is not mathing, man.
Yeah. Did you have more on YSL?
Nah, that's it.
All right, we can talk about what's next. Nicki Minaj is set to lead an animated series called Lady Danger. I think this opportunity was given to her by 50 Cent.
Yep.
Yeah, she's set to both star and executive produce Amazon Freevy's upcoming animated series, Lady Danger. I think Amazon Freevee is the creator of the show. It came from the Dark Horse comic book series, and it says it's going to be executive produced by, like I said, Nicki Minaj, 50 Cent, G-Unit Films, and yeah. I think it's set to come to Stars.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to Nicki and 50 once again, putting on people in the film movie industry. This is not going to be Nicki's first time touching movies. She does a lot of voice. She has like a lot of voice. What do you call it? Voice characters.
Voice acting work. Yeah, she does voice acting work
for like a lot of like character movies.
Does she?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, let me try to find it, bro. She's done this before. I'll try to find it while you go into that.
I think this is really big for her. 50 Cent's shows tend to pop quickly. When it comes to the film and television space, he has proved himself, so much so that he has a large audience every single time he creates an episode ones and pilots something. It's always to critical acclaim. He had the For Life show or whatever it was on ABC. I think they got moved, either that or canceled, something like that. But all of the power shows are successful. And I think this will be successful as well. They're moving into the animated space. This is kind of going to be more of like a superhero type of thing.
I think that's the new wave, man, with these superhero movies, the animated. Everybody's going to like the animated superhero now.
You mean like the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse type of thing?
Yeah, kind of like that look, that feel.
You know, I've never seen either of those. I don't know shit about Miles Morales.
That's crazy. So the new one hasn't came out yet. But the first one that was on Netflix, Into the Spider-Verse, bro, that's one of my favorite Spider-Mans. You gotta see that.
Is it still on Netflix?
No, I don't think it's on there anymore. But you got.
I have Disney. I have Disney Plus.
Okay, it's fire, super fire. But the second one, yeah, I think that they working on that. But I was able to find Nicki Minaj. She's done voice acting for some Ice Age movies.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I say she's not new to this. But I agree with you. You know, 50 Cent, everything that he's touched in the past, whether it's been the music, fashion, shit, vitamin water. You know what I'm saying? Everything he touches, man, it turns to gold. So I'm sure this, situational opportunity for him and Nicki Minaj, I'm sure this will work out in the exact same way. So this is cool to see.
It is cool to see.
Yep.
I don't have anything more on it. We can go ahead and move on. We want to touch something a little on the downside, a little bit sadder. We had gotten some information that Jamie Foxx might have had a medical emergency and that he might not be in the greatest space as of late. I think it came from his daughter. She took to social media to make a post saying that he was not in the greatest of health conditions. Do you have that?
Yeah, man. So this was posted, like you said, from the daughter. It says, from the Foxx family, we wanted to share that my father, Jamie Foxx, experienced a medical complication. Luckily, due to quick action and great care, he is already on his way to recovery. We know how beloved he is and appreciate your prayers. The family asks for privacy during this time. This was over the weekend, I believe, Thursday, Friday, one of those days.
Okay, so first and foremost, we want to send thoughts, prayers, love to Jamie Foxx, his family, his friends, things of that nature. But we've heard a couple of different things. I don't want to say what might be what until we get some confirmation, but it seems as though he's in a bad state.
I mean, yeah, hopefully not. But yeah.
Well, we haven't heard from him, seen from him. So
yeah. You can only just hope for the best, like you said. You know, Jamie. Obviously, you never want anything to happen to anybody, man. But it's weird because these guys, you see them so active, you see them on TV commercials. You just never know what's really going on, and they just so young. You know what I mean? So to have it be a medical situation or a medical emergency where it could affect not only his career but his life. You know what I mean? So things like that be weird to see, man. But hopefully it's not as bad as the so-called rumors that we are hearing. Hopefully it's something that, you know, he can just spend some time in recovery away and then just come back, you know, fully 100%. Because we need Jamie Foxx, man.
absolutely, definitely need Jamie Foxx.
Absolutely. It's a Texas boy.
Yeah, on top of that, he's a once in a lifetime and once in a generation talent. That nigga is multifaceted and self-contained. He can do all. He can do everything.
Couldn't agree more, man.
And he does everything well.
Yep.
So yes, we're wishing a speedy recovery in any sort that has happened to Jamie Foxx. Next on the list, where are we at with it? Drake Bell's nasty weird ass. What happened to Drake Bell? Like after Drake and Josh, he just took the weirdest turn for the worst. He's fucking with kids.
Yeah.
He pled guilty to like being in endangering states with children or like offering them endangering things or some shit like that. And it's just been all downhill for Drake Bell. For Drake Bell, where it's been all up for Josh Peck. That nigga's in all sorts of movies. He turned into like a super duper millionaire off of YouTube. Yep. He got back into the limelight in the Netflix movie since thriving. And we've always wanted that Drake and Josh reunion.
Right.
But as of a couple years ago, it got to the point like, oh, that's never happening. That could never, ever happen again. Nickelodeon would never, ever.
They would never touch Drake Bell.
Yeah, I was going to say they wouldn't scratch the surface of Drake Bell ever again in life. But what we wanted to talk to you guys about concerning Drake Bell was that last week a 911 call was released after he was reported missing and then found. Do we want to back up and talk about the missing part?
Okay, yeah.
So earlier this week, I guess it was Daytona, Florida police had reported Drake Bell's face on social media and around the county, I guess, as a missing persons. I think he was reported missing by his wife. Yep. They say it's his estranged wife. And from that point, social media blew up because they didn't know what the fuck was going on with Drake. Because, of course, he's a nasty fuck, but he captivated our lives as children, so niggas were still concerned about Drake. And they also took this time to make Drake a fucking punching bag. And we was on Drake's ass all last week. Yep. It turns out that he was just fine. He was found. He made a joke about how he was like, man, I do this, and that, and you guys have me trending on Twitter. But I think it all spawned from an argument he was having with his wife.
Basically, man. And, you know, he stormed out. Her and the family said he sent some text messages that had them questioning things. They thought that he was possibly on the verge of attempting suicide. Right?
Okay, yeah. And if you are, call 988.
Call 988-911-411.
They're going to get you right.
Right. But anyways, what I want to talk about with this situation is just how the difference when we see white public figures, famous people, whatever you want to call them, when they have a situation that goes on with them, whether there's death involved, missing person, whatever, compared to somebody who's not white. This man left his phone in the car, is what he said, is why he wasn't responding to the text messages. He got mad, stormed out the house, leaves his phone in his car. The family calls and say that he wants to kill himself. He gets blasted all across every media outlet in the world. If that was somebody else, bro, we would have never heard about it, and niggas would not have cared. This nigga, all he did was leave his phone in the car, bro. He wasn't even missing. And the whole world knew about Drake Bell.
But this is my thing. Like, how long did he, quote unquote, leave his phone in the car? How long do you have to be out of contact to be considered a missing person? That means your phone was locked in there for a very fucking long time, Cari.
He was tricking off.
Excuse me?
He was tricking off, man. He left his phone in the car. He was tricking off.
I mean, maybe, but like, Cari, you have to have that in there for days, like days on end. For somebody to not to go past the point of a welfare check, or because they obviously went to his house and did a welfare check and he probably was not there, and they considered him a missing person. No, he had been gone for a minute.
They just say hours. All they said was hours.
Hours?
That's all they say. That's what I'm saying, man. They get different treatment. It's not like, I mean, this is known. I just wanted to talk about it. I just thought it was funny. Like, when I saw Drake Bell was supposedly missing, of course, you never want to see anything happen to anybody. I was like, damn, that's crazy. I hope they find, bro. Then when I found out the story and realized he just left his phone in his car, he wasn't even missing, I'm like, the world was panicking for Drake Bell all because he left his phone in the car. But, like, we just don't get that same coverage. Niggas don't be caring.
Are you upset?
I am a little upset, man.
Are you upset that we don't do this for Orlando Brown when he ODs?
I'm not upset because we don't do it for Orlando Brown. I'm just saying,
we should be doing this for Orlando.
We don't really care about Drake. Not this Drake.
Who?
That's sick though, Orlando Brown. That's funny.
Who should we be treating like that does this? We did it for Chris Brown.
Yeah, that's different though.
Breezy was a little bigger than Drake Bell.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of somebody who was a child actor that went crazy.
Nah, but that's another thing, and we're gathering certain things that we're gonna put on this exclusive content because we're gonna turn up and we're gonna have a little bit more for y'all. What happened to these child stars? We're gonna have to put that on there, Cari. Like, because people have dug into this, but not as deep as they needed to. Like, think about Corey in the house. He's a sick fuck. If you think about Drake, he's a sick fuck. If you think about the turmoil or the triumph and tragedy story of Lindsay Lohan, if you think about Britney Spears, if you think about Amanda Bynes, if you think about Orlando Brown, if you think about Shia LaBeouf,
the list goes on, man. It's something about Hollywood. They've told us.
Yeah, and also there's something about being raised in it as a child.
Yeah. They say it's a lot of what's the word, man? Just
rape.
Oh shit! I was trying to dance around it. But yeah, just like a lot of situations and conversations and just things that a child shouldn't see when you in that industry, man, because you're dealing with people of all ages. Obviously, if you're a child star on a show, the show is not just full of children. You know what I mean? And more than likely, they're away from home. Maybe their parents are with them, but sometimes they only just have like a mentor or somebody that's watching after them. So there's really no guidance in a situation like that. So that's why a lot of them really turn to it, man, because they've seen the drugs, the sex, the gore for 10 years, you know? And then once they become an adult and you already in their life and you already have access to it and know who to go to for it, it's probably just so easy for them to make that change. I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely something that I've always wanted to talk about as well. Because something do be going on with them niggas in Hollywood.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. I mean, and it stretches past just the actors. Now, when we get into it, we probably will focus on the television stars, but when you think about like a Macaulay Culkin, that's a movie star. Michael Jackson. I already said Britney Spears. The ones that came up as children, it all went bad. Like all of them, Gary Coleman, like it all goes bad when they come up as kids. Demi Lovato. She from the crib.
Yeah.
Nah, we're gonna have to get into that
For sure.
because there's only one thing that I can really think of that is just turning people that crazy. And I don't even want to say it on wax. Like I would really either have to get off mic or get on to. We're gonna have to do some exclusive content on that. Wow, I didn't think I was gonna get into that. Moving on, Nigo from Bape has signed a collaboration deal with Nike.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about that, Cari?
So it's weird because obviously if you know Nigo's story, you know, like you say, he's the founder of Bape. So from the jump, you know, Bape really made their designs or were heavily influenced on their designs from Nike, right? Mm-hmm. Even though they never like ever made a collaboration, obviously up until this point. And then Nigo goes on and he sells Bape. So at this point in time, Nigo has no more like affiliation with Bape outside of he's just the original creator, right? And then he's only done partnerships with Adidas up until this point. But we all know that Nike and Bape is in the middle of a lawsuit right now.
That's what I was really standing. I was like, he's going to do this amid a Bape Nike lawsuit.
But like I said, he no longer has any affiliation with them. So
correct.
It really don't matter. But yeah, that's weird to me. But outside of that, no, man. Nigo has worked his way to this point for years and years and years and years to get to this point to be able to work with Nike. They say allegedly he's going to create a new shoe next year. So this is cool, man. I really like this. Outside of the whole Bape situation there, that's a little weird, but
it's still love with him with Bape. Every time you see Nigo, he's still in nothing but fucking Bape. He still wears Bape all the time.
Of course.
But like you said, he's just not affiliated with the business anymore. So business is business. Of course, they're in the middle of a very heated lawsuit, and they're suing him based off of everything Nigo put down back in the day.
Right.
But yeah, now they're making some money, getting into some business. And like you said, he did have former ties with Adidas, but I think those are over now. So he is solely working with Nike.
Yeah, they're not renewing the contract, obviously. So, like you said, he'll be with Nike. But it's crazy. Is he really getting off? I mean, he started the whole wave of Bape, right? The whole, like I said, making the shoes look like
Bapesta. The Bapesta shoe that looks just like the Air Force One, except with a star on it.
Exactly.
Is Nigo.
And now they're being sued over that. And he has no affiliation. It's crazy.
No, that's fine. That's how you play ball.
And then he working with him.
Because to be completely honest, even after he changed ownership, I'm sure they were given several warnings to stop using that shoe. Hey, but that's the bread and butter of Bape. Mm-hmm. I mean, of course, they make merchandise like shirts, pants, socks, all that other shit, but they came up off them shoes. There was a long time that Bape shoes weren't popular anymore, but in the last like 2 to 3 years, they've gotten super, super duper popular again.
Yeah, it's just the whole new retail wave. It's the same thing with the Nike Dunks. Dunks were not popular when we were growing up. You actually only wore them, like we only saw people wearing the Dunks who really rode skateboards. That was only...
Oh, yeah, Nike Dunks. I'm thinking Hyper Dunks. I'm like, what the fuck? Who wore Hyper Dunks around unless you were playing basketball?
Yeah.
Nike and we love those.
Nike Dunks, the low joints. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's another thing, bro. Like these days, those shoes, I remember those shoes being like $60, $70,
I swear,
$80.
They were probably about $65. Like
$70. I can remember that to this day. And now I think they start at like 110, and then if you're getting them online, it's up and up 150, 200, depending on what style you got. So yeah, it's just crazy, man. We see these things come back and they get inflated. with this new retail market these days. But yeah, we can move on. I don't really got nothing else to say about it.
Okay. Magic Johnson's AIDS is back.
What the fuck?
No, I'm just kidding, guys.
What are you talking about?
But he is in the news again this week. Magic Johnson has acquired, or the deal has been agreed for Magic Johnson to acquire the Washington Commanders, aka the Washington Redskins.
You can't say that.
I can't say that?
No.
All right, you might have to bleep that. Because I'm all for Indigenous Peoples Day. Fuck Columbus. But this is a $6.05 billion deal.
Sheesh.
Holy shit. How many partners do you fucking need to acquire $6 billion? No, Magic just won.
I was going to say probably about 6 people.
Damn.
That's a lot of money, bro. This would be the biggest sale in NFL history.
It has to be the biggest sale in history if a nigga's buying it. Come on now. Make it hard. Make it hard for the nigger. And then even after he pays for it in cold hard cash, they're like, tap dance, nigger. Or we're only going to give you 11 players.
11 players.
We're only going to give you 11 players, 1 sub, and no salary.
That's crazy.
But I'm happy for Magic. We've never had a black-owned NFL team. I have no words.
Yeah, man, he's a trailblazer. I mean, obviously he had a stake with the Lakers at one point. I know he also had it with the Sparks. He also has it with the Dodgers. You know, so this is just something that he's been trying to do. He always has his name.
But NFL is different, and a majority owner is different.
Facts. But I mean, he just always has his name in the conversation. So it's cool to see us have somebody that represents us and knows exactly what they're doing, because that's always been the conversation that we've had in the past. When this conversation has been brought up, black owners, it's always been Diddy. It's always going to be Jay-Z because they have all the money. But they've never done it before.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Diddy was supposed to buy the Panthers, right?
Panthers, Jay-Z was in there, Steph Curry, Kaepernick. But, you know, like, they've never done it. Magic has obviously done this before. So hopefully now that he's in, he can stay. You know what I'm saying? And really make some change around there. But
you want me to ask the stupid question that all black people are probably going to ask?
What's up?
Does he give Colin Kaepernick a job?
Boy, that's over.
What if Cap said
Cap has nothing more to say. It's over, man.
Nah, Cari, Cap want to play.
Do he?
Yeah, right?
I mean, that's what he say.
He wants to play.
I don't think Kaepernick wants to play anymore. He did at one point.
How old is he, like 41?
Nah, Cap is not in the 40s, man.
I'm just kidding, man.
But no, Kaepernick does not get a chance here with the Washington Commanders. Sorry to break it to you guys. Magic is not bringing in Kaepernick.
Magic looked like he was mad that Kaepernick got on a knee.
So?
Magic is the era of old niggas who was like, he better get his ass up and show some respect for this country that did so much for him.
Yeah, that's what Magic did with busing them.
Yeah. Magic looked like he calls his shit the American dream.
His life?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Like his humble beginnings. Like I'm sure he calls that American, like the American dream. He seems like he has the same values as Scottie Pippen.
Wow.
Minus the getting his girl fucked. Because everybody's you know how scared you gotta be fucking Cookie Johnson?
Bro, chill out.
Like, nigga,
clean.
Your dick is on the craps table, fucking Cookie Johnson, nigga. You have rolled craps with your dick. And you don't know what that hand is gonna play. Like, nigga, the dice, nigga.
Those are not trick dice.
Yeah, this is my thing because Magic has at least convinced Cookie that like she can't get HIV through head. She's been giving Magic so much fucking head, her mouth hurts, nigga. She gives head every day.
That's sick.
Cookie gives head every fucking day. Do you know how sick she is? I don't even know how I got into this.
I'm like, bro, what's going on?
But no, it's gotta be scary about to fuck Cookie. Like, and she convincing you like, no, baby, it's okay, I don't have it.
Yeah. They say she clean.
That's what they said about Eazy's wife.
She not clean?
I don't know. That's what they said.
Oh, okay. I'm saying I don't know.
They also said that Magic. Never mind. Oh man. You know where I was going with that?
Nah, bro.
Okay.
I really don't.
Okay. Nobody knows where I was going with that number. Now nobody knows nothing. But let's go into something that everybody knows about. Mikey Williams, the high school basketball phenom, Cari. No, real shit. Since 2019 or 20, if you can think about one high school player that you can consider a phenom past Melo Ball, it was Mikey Williams. Am I wrong?
No. Not at all.
He's the one that's all over social media. You see him everywhere. Tattoos. He's a hell of a player. I think I saw him from either Max Preps or what's the new hoop mixtape these days? What's it called? I don't know. They got a new version of that shit.
Yeah.
I saw his, and I knew he was one of those players off rip. A lot of intensity, shit talker, but he backs it up.
Yeah. Anybody that gets the Drake follow at like 15, 16 years old, that lets you know, like, oh, okay.
Absolutely.
He's next up. He has like 4 million followers on Instagram. And this nigga's in high school.
Well, actually, he doesn't have any Instagram followers anymore because he's deactivated his Instagram. Mikey Williams over the last week was arrested on 5 counts of felony gun and assault with a deadly weapon charges. What is it with you niggas that want to be rappers so fucking bad? If you back when we were in school, and I'm making that sound like it was so long ago, and it wasn't, the niggas that were in sports specifically dodged the trouble because they knew they were headed for a better life. The niggas that were good at sports weren't the ones that were toting sticks. They homeboys toted sticks so they didn't have to. Where are we at with today, Cari?
We have no guidance these days. I don't know how many more times I got to keep saying it. It's unfortunate, but the babies are having babies. So nobody has anybody to look up to. We always had OGs that would teach us the ways, that would put us on game.
This is insane.
This is the right way. This is the wrong way. If you go this route, this is what's going to happen to you. I've been there. I've done it. Or you have X, Y, Z for an example. Or if you go this way, this is going to lead to this. Positive, right? These days, man, there's just no guidance, bro. These kids don't have nobody to look up to because everybody wants to be the same way. You either want to be a ball player or a rapper. Or you either want to tote and shoot and kill. You know what I mean? Like, Mikey Williams, once again, this nigga has his whole life set for him, bro, already, and has had it for like the last 5 years. There's no reason why you should be on the street shooting guns, even having guns, being around guns.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to get into. It wasn't just assault with a deadly weapon. They said that an actual or that shots were fired, a shootout occurred, and they said that Mikey Williams matches the description of the shooter.
Right. This is also a charge that, if sentenced, carries a maximum sentence up to 4 years for an 18-year-old who's committed to Memphis University on his way to college, man. Like, about to graduate high school, be on his way to college, has his whole life.
It's just sad to see, but at the same time, I say this, there's a group of girls that I expelled from school.
Snitch. My bad.
Sorry.
I'm playing, bro.
But their friends always ask me if I feel bad about it, and they were like, what is she gonna do now? Yada yada yada. And I'm like, man, I'm sure she'll be just fine. Mm-hmm. She'll grow up. She'll be a great person. She'll learn her lesson.
Yep.
She just has to learn it. Yep. And she can't learn it here. But the same thing with Mikey Williams. He'll be fine. And he'll move on. Yep. And he'll do better. But, you know, he has to learn this lesson.
Absolutely, man. I couldn't agree more. It's like I don't even want to call it a harsh reality because it's nothing harsh about it. It's just reality. You know what I mean? It's just life. Like if you reach your hand across some fire, across a stove.
You're getting burnt.
You're getting burnt.
You're getting burnt.
And you can either make a choice to leave your hand in the fire or pull that bitch out of the fire.
Man, I be saying shit like this to my students all the time. And you got to deal with it. If you're speeding on the freeway and you get pulled over by the police, you can't act like you weren't fucking speeding. You got to hold that. It happened. And when it comes to the basketball realm, what will he do next? Even though it was a wrong place, wrong time type of instance with the athlete I'm about to mention, if you know of Allen Iverson and you've heard his story, you know Mikey Williams will be fine. He'll be just fine. He can make it. If Allen Iverson made it, he can make it.
If Ja made it, you can make it.
AI went to jail. Like,
yeah.
That brawl in that little bowling alley situation changed his life. Mm-hmm. You can make it. Uphill battle. You can make it.
Hey, I'm rooting for him, man.
Sue me. I'm rooting for everybody that's black.
We just got to be better, man.
Absolutely.
Everybody got to be better, dude. But yeah, shout out to him.
Shout out Mikey Williams. Shout out everybody that we talked about this pod. I don't think we have any more topics. Did we?
No, sir.
All right. That means we can go into our songs of the week. We'll see y'all on Thursday. It was episode 230 of the Rise and Grind podcast. Your boy Roderick.
It's your boy Cari, man. We checking out.
All right, man. We are out of here.